Hi everyone, this is episode 4 of my vegetable soup series, and this is Bob chorba. No, it's not the name of the guy who invented the soup. Bob means beans in Bulgarian, and chorba is the word for soup. Well, not just in Bulgaria, but almost everywhere from North Africa to Central Asia. So let's get started. For a proper Bob chorba, you want to start from dry white beans. I'm going to soak 200 grams of cannellini beans in water for about 8 hours. If you prefer to skip this step, you could replace them with a couple of tins of cannellini or other white beans. After soaking, I will let them simmer until tender, which typically takes around an hour. By the way, I'm not adding salt at this point because that's how it's normally done, but you can add it if you want, because the traditional belief that salt would toughen the skins has been proven wrong, and it seems it would actually even improve the bean's texture. At the beginning, make sure to skim the foam to avoid water spilling over the sides as it boils. In the meantime, I'm going to prepare the vegetables. An onion, a carrot, and 2 bell peppers, all finely diced. Now that the beans are ready, I'll scoop out a ladleful and I'll blend them. I will use this to thicken the soup, although the traditional method is to cook a bit of flour and paprika in oil, add some of the beans broth, and then pour it into the soup. Anyway, it's time to add some oil to a pot now and briefly sauté onion and carrot. Originally, they would use a clay pot called guvec. Let's also add the bell peppers. There's also another way to prepare this dish called monastery style, where the beans are cooked together with the other ingredients in one pot, but I feel this method is more fail-proof as it prevents the peppers from overcooking. You know, particularly if you're not sure how long your beans will take to cook through. Just a couple of minutes and I will add the beans with their water. I'll also add the herbs. Typically they would use spearmint or an herb called summer savory, but since neither of them is easy to find, I'm using a mix of tarragon and dry mint, a teaspoon each. Then a teaspoon and a half of salt, a teaspoon of hot smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, 2 crushed garlic cloves, and the bean puree I prepared before. I'll cover everything with about an inch of water. I'll bring it to a boil and I'll let it simmer for 15 to 20 minutes, basically until the soup has thickened and the peppers are done to your liking. Don't forget to check for salt. And of course, serve it steaming hot with a slice of crusty bread. It might look like a humble dish, but it's so ingrained in Bulgarian culinary tradition, it's apparently even considered to be one of the must-haves for the Christmas Eve dinner. And it's delicious, chunky and creamy at the same time. So, will you try to make Bob chorba? Let me know in the comments. And if you love soups, you can check the previous episodes of this series. I'll put the links in the description. I'll be trying more vegetable soups in the next episodes, so stay tuned. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. It's free and it would truly help my channel. So, where are we going next?